Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
They always are. Howdy all. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where we try to have fun. We're you, the gatekeepers. You're supposed to be in charge, but I seem to run the show these days. And you do your job, though. We gatekeep. And I am, I apologize for nothing. I apologize for nothing. Because one would think that maybe I would feel shame for the way I behave sometimes online. But I don't. I do not feel ashamed. I have to. I have to dash. I have to stand. The day of doom will happen. Oh, and there will be a new tier next week to add to the day. I think we've let it sit for enough. I've got a couple of ideas. I need to run them by Jed and see what other horrible things he might have thought of to add to it. So next week we'll be adding more trouble to the day of doom for me. Two of them I think you'll like. Two of them. Oh boy. But yes, also of note, considering things I promised courtesy of the day of doom, I have completed the fanfic in my head. I figured out the ending. I'm lying in bed last night and the ending, boom, revealed itself to me. So I have essentially storyboarded the fanfic that you guys paid for. So I will crank that out in the next couple of weeks and then give it to Jed. And after that, I want no part of it. It is not mine to deal with anymore after I hand it over to him and he puts some pen name on it that's not my name and puts it somewhere for viewing and then gives you guys links. It's not my problem after that. I will have fulfilled my bargain and seriously written a fanfic based in the Disney Star Wars era, based upon the prompts that you gave him in the chat that day. Even a couple things that are not in the prompts because I needed to actually make something I could work with. Either way, so fanfic is coming. It is coming. So how we doing today, guys? We doing all right today? It is Wednesday, middle of the week. I'm doing all right. I got 9 hours of sleep last night. I recovered from not getting enough sleep yesterday because I was bad. And I'm doing okay. Problem is, I got nothing to talk about here. I got nothing to talk about. Nothing in the interim that I'm interested in has happened. I don't have a good monologue for you guys because I've said all I need to say lately on things. So I feel like I need some help today. I need some help today. It's up to you guys to push the show along. It's up to you guys. If you guys have anything you want to ask me, say, discuss, maybe something you don't think I will talk about that you want me to talk about, I'm putting it in your hands today. But so we got the news, and I know a couple things in the news that I might stop on and talk about. But other than that, I'm not sure. There will be a stream tonight, though, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for the announcement for the end of the thing, end of the stream today. We are doing a gaming stream tonight, and it's not what the poll told me to do because I'm making an executive decision and going with something new that I was kind of on the fence on, and then I realized, fuck it. Considering the state of the channel and what's being of interest, I need to do this. This could be good, could be interesting, and of course, it should be fun. It should be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Well, I'll reveal that in a little while. Anyway, so let me think. Do I have anything on my mind aside from the usual stuff? I mean, I will say it is interesting to watch the Disney stands melt down over the negative reaction to the Mandalorian Grogu trailer from yesterday. They cannot comprehend why nobody likes it. They cannot comprehend it. Oh, it's so good. Why are you all being haters? Look, it's so nice, and it's got the colors and it's solid, and it got good direction. No, it's a shitty trailer of shitty story and shitty characters that nobody cares about. They're all melted down over it, and it's funny. And the Day of Doom. I mean, this like I said, this brings the Day of Doom into focus. This really brings the Day of Doom into focus. That it is creeping ever nearer, and I'm hoping that I will survive it. That's my biggest fear. Am I going to survive the Day of Doom? Walking around Galaxy's Edge, face paint, other things maybe attached to that situation with everybody else just around me. And remember, somebody else is gonna be working the camera, reading the chat, because I can't do that and be on display for everything I have to do. Oh man, it's gonna be. I still think the roughest thing for me with the Day of Doom is the fake review I have to do for the movie. That's the roughest thing for me. Because the Day of Doom itself, the live stream, that's just embarrassing shit. As a streamer, I can cope with that. I'm just doing some physically embarrassing stuff that we can make fun of for years to come. But the actual review, I'm afraid of what it's gonna do. Not in terms of views, but in terms of, I'll say it, my image. I'm afraid. It's got me afraid because I don't know how it's going to be received. And then when I have to wait a couple days later to put out the real one, I don't know. It's a little unnerving to me. And will anybody take it seriously? Because I will likely have to come up with some of the most biggest bullshit commentary ever to make that movie sound good. Because it's going to be terrible, man. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Anyway. So I tried trolling X for a random discussion topic before we got started here. And where my timeline is, it's nothing that adds to the conversation. It's the same shit. So, I know. See, that's the problem. I know. I'm afraid that I will get the wrong type of subscribers. I'll get a bunch of subscribers and then they'll vanish when the real one comes out. It's gonna be terrible. Oh, but I have to do it because you guys paid for it. You guys paid for the fake review. I might need an addendum on that. I might need the very last second to go, fuck you, or something like that. I might need to do that. I might need to do it. Oh, I tell you, that's my biggest fear of the whole Day of Doom situation is the fake review. It's my biggest fear. Anyway, let's dive into the news. Maybe something will come to mind as we go over the news. And we will have something interesting to say. So let's just do quick refreshes because that's what you got to do to make sure it's up to date. Oh, so I rub my eye. Oh my, what? Oh, I'm going to leave this one on the top just because talk about trying to push bullshit. And normally I'll scroll down on Variety, but their top story, their featured story, Bad Bunny gets a first lead role starring in historical drama Puerto Rico. His first lead movie, role alongside Ed Norton and Javier Bardem and Viggo Mortensen. Wow, they're surrounding him with actual actors to probably cover for the fact that he speaks gibberish both in English and Spanish. And wow, talk about something that's going to bomb. I mean, Javier Bardem is a piece of shit, but he is a good actor. He is an epic human piece of excrement, but he's a good actor. And Ed Norton, also a piece of shit, but an excellent actor. And Viggo Mortensen, a good actor. These are good actors. And I don't know, was he? I don't know. I honestly, until the past few months, I'd never heard of Bad Bunny. So, that's not good. They got Kristen Bell's going to voice Amy Rose. Well, Princess Sally camp all the way. Fuck Amy Rose. Never liked that. All right, let's go on to the main. Okay, it's right there. So Kristen Bell's going to be Amy Rose. I mean, Kristen Bell, she's a voice actress. She does a lot of stuff. She's probably going to do fine. She knows how to voice act very well. So, bomba. Game of Thrones prequel play sets world premiere from Royal Shakespeare Company. You guys know my stance on Germ. I think Germ was a disease, and now he's a cancer in fiction, fantasy fiction. Germ is a cancer, and if you like what he's doing, that's fine. I think he's shit, and I think when you enjoy something like Knights of the Seven Kingdom, you're being suckered all over again. That's just my thought on it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you're being suckered in all over again and forgetting everything else that Germ has failed to either deliver or this or that. What? He was in... Oh, I didn't watch Happy Gilmore 2. Even Stevens and Kim Possible star Christy Carlson Romano reveals positive cancer screening. Oh, that sucks. I always liked her. I liked her in Even Stevens. I thought I really enjoyed Kim Possible. It was a fun series. Great voice actress. And she did do a couple B movies where she took her titties out. So she is delivered on all fronts at one time or another. So that sucks. I hope that she caught it early enough and they can do something about it because I always enjoyed her. Heated rivalry star Hudson Williams joins Crave mystery thriller. Who cares? Una Francis Daniela Elstner receives Legion of Honor medal at French embassy. Okay. Already talked about Bad Bunny. Could be carried by 3 actual actors. Hulu's The Secret Life of Mormon Wife stirs up drama season 4 trailer. Did anybody ever actually watch these shows that they talk about? Was it a non-speaking role? Let's see. Anything here. The Scrubs revival is millennial cringe TV. Oh no. I mean, listen. We said this. Listen, I am a guy. I am a person who really enjoyed the original run of Scrubs. Not counting that fake final return season where they changed networks and they weren't in the hospital anymore, but some sort of teaching school. I'm talking the actual 7 seasons? 6 or 7 seasons. I don't remember. 6 or 7 seasons where you got the montage peek into the future ending in the final moments, which was glorious. I loved original Scrubs. And I said, I don't care if everybody's coming back. It ain't going to work. It was not going to work. They cannot do the humor they did back then. I don't know if they can find the magic again. And it wasn't going to work. And here we are. Apparently, I mean, I don't trust what they're saying, but I can probably understand it's garbage. Listen, I mean, there are some great moments from original Scrubs. Trust me. A lot of fun, great moments. But this is not going to work for me. Not going to work for me. As original shows drive business IPs adaptations are increasingly seeking distinct perspective. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Tom Newman, Manhunter, villain, and RoboCop 2 star. Okay. This dude always is great at playing creepy dudes. One, I just rewatched. When Jen and I did RoboCop the other week, I watched RoboCop 2. He is great as Kane. He's also great as the tall man in 12 Monkeys. Dude had a good career as just being creepy bad guy. So R.I.P. Tom Noonan. Tom Noonan, you were a good villain actor. I enjoyed doing stuff. Go watch RoboCop 2. Go watch 12 Monkeys. Go watch 12 Monkeys series. He's great as a tall man. Great. Executive order director Lazaro Ramos to star and direct a road movie. I don't care. Hollywood Bowl unwraps 2026 season. Okay, Foo Fighters meet Dudamel. Chance and the rapper celebrates Juneteenth. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds like a lot of shit. I like one Foo Fighters song. One. Here, there goes my hero. That's it. That's the only one I like. I don't like any of their Foo Fighters songs. We're not going to talk about this Van Guthrie stuff. How High on Life 2 now available on Xbox. Yeah, go ahead and spend however much money for probably about 6 hours of gameplay. Because I believe the previous one was, while irreverent and goofy, was only 8 hours long, story mode. I'm not going to spend that money. Survivor 50 sets tie-ins for the words with friends. Whatever. Who watches Survivor anymore, really? Did anybody actually ever watch Survivor here? I never did. I think I tried, and I was disgusted, and I turned it off. Because it's all fake, man. It's all fake. I don't believe any of it, man. It's all fake. Bullshit. Margaret Cho, Megan Stalter, and Mai Martin to be honored at the Queerties Awards. What the fuck are the Queerties? All right, the Queerties. It feels like something I need to send to Dermy, and we can make fun of on Friday. You know, I'm going to do that right now real quick. Hold on a second. Do that right now. I'm going to send a DM to Dermy. Look up the Queerties. Let's make fun of this on Friday. Where's my DMs? Looking at my DMs. Here we go. Okay. Look up the Queerties and let's make fun of it on BB. Okay. So there, I have sent a DM to Dermy. See, don't say I never try and give topics for Ballbusters. Don't say I never try to do that. Shia LaBeouf posts freebie after arrest at Mardi Gras. Yes, we touched on that yesterday. Somebody was fighting for their life against Shia LaBeouf, and he got arrested in a fight at Mardi Gras. Yeah. Difficult Bear unaired James Tallarico interview hits 5.3 million YouTube views. The results 2.4 million raised for Talker's campaign for hours. Wow. Yeah. That's because it became controversial. And that's why. And so put it up on YouTube. And there you go. You got YouTube views. Good job. So don't cry about it not being aired because you didn't give fair time. Stephen Colbert is a chump, and his show has been canceled. MK2 Films partners with Salad Morissette for Wim Wenders, The End of Violence. I don't know what that is. Dove Cameron chance in Prime Video's surprising erotic thriller for 6 days. Dove Cameron is hot. Might be a dirty old man for saying that, but she's hot. I'm not going to watch that, though. How to Make a Killing Review. Glenn Powell carries you through a screw-loose thriller of money and murder. I'm not a Glenn Powell fan. Really not. Roku names Patrick Guy as whatever. No, Juliette Binoche. Don't care what got there. Bluey heads back to big screen across UK and Europe. I know I've said this before. I've never watched 1 second of Bluey, but I can kind of just tell from looking at it that it is lower quality children's programming than what I had when I was a kid. I can tell it's lower quality. We had it better in the 80s and the 90s. How Long Gone Today video series launched by Chris Black and Jason Stewart. I don't know who they are. I don't really care. Anything here? Anything here? Anything else? Super Silver releases first look at images of SWAT exiles, which are more and more ahead of London TV screenings. So the show gets canceled and they made a spinoff. Good job. Warner Brothers Blast Bit Dance. Hey. AI videos, Superman, Batman, and Game of Thrones. They're all scared. They're all scared. Daniel Radcliffe tells press not to always ask HBO's Harry Potter cast about original movie actors. Just let them get on. It's going to be different. Why don't you just not talk about it at all? Just don't talk about it at all. No one cares what you have to say anyway. Brian Tyree Henry adult animated series Bass Ex Machina sets Netflix release. I'll pass. Ted Sarandos slams Paramount for flooding the zone with misinformation as Warner Brothers Discovery initiates new talks with rival suitor. Hey, man, maybe you just couldn't close the deal. I don't know. I didn't say anything. My titles are random half the time. I didn't say anything. Anyway, Ted Sarandos, maybe you should have not had a history of threatening Hollywood, so everybody cried so much, so they want Paramount instead. I said it yesterday, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Paramount is the lesser of two evils in this situation. They're both evil, both a monopoly. But I feel like they would take better care of the Warner Brothers catalog than Netflix would. Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Dwayne Johnson, Angela Bassett saluted at ABFF honors. Our stories are not trends, they're truths. I don't give a fuck. You can take this month and go shove it up your ass. I don't know. Margot Robbie says, make movies for the people buying tickets. I never think, what are critics going to think of this? All right, that's a very good phrase to say. That's a very good phrase to say. Make movies for the people buying tickets. But you should change it. Make movies for the people who are fans. Because every time the people buying tickets are just buying tickets. Make movies for the fan. Make movies for fans that care about it. Don't make things for the modern audience. That's what you should say. I mean, it's a good thing to say, but make things for the fans. Baywatch reboot casts original star David Chokachi in return as Cody Madison. Wow. They're doing another Baywatch. And reboot means probably, what's it going to be? Original? I don't know. No Hasselhoff, no watch. I don't know. I watched a little Baywatch as a kid. I didn't really need it. I had already found other ways to amuse myself than slow motion one piece running and stuff like that. So I found other ways to amuse myself. All right, that's enough of that. Over here. What to expect from IGN Fan Fest alongside Lego Batman 007 First Light, Mortal Kombat 2, and more. I don't care what you're doing. I care about the games. Nintendo fans believe Super Mario Galaxy movie has a Star Fox cameo after trailer teases mysterious figure. I'm not even opening that book. I'm not even opening that or even touching it because I'm not enough of a Nintendo stan to give a damn. I mean, I played the original Star Fox. I did actually play and beat Star Fox 64. That was that period where it was sophomore year in college, and I was babysitting my friend's N64 because he wanted to get it away from his girlfriend. So I was keeping it in my room for him, and he had Star Fox 64, and I got bored one night and played through it. I played through that in a night. It wasn't very hard. So I did play. It's okay, but I'm not gonna listen. Star Fox is not gonna bring in the money or bring in anything. It's not an all-time winner. It's an okay franchise. It's not an all-time winner. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Netflix casts their Daphne in their upcoming live action Scooby-Doo series. Yeah, that chick. What's her name? I know who that is. McKenna Grace. That's it. Yeah. Well, at least they cast a pretty girl as Daphne. I'll give them that. At least they cast a pretty girl as Daphne. I still have no hope for that. Well, you guys will probably make me review it or something. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 commercial featuring Nikki Glazer receives UK ban for trivializing sexual violence. Well, first of all, Nikki Glazer's not funny. Let's get that out of the way. She's not funny at all. And at the same time, it was probably stupid. It was probably dumb. Now, of course, the UK is censoring everything. So there's probably a level of unnecessary censoring there. But it's everybody's at fault for this one. Nikki Glazer's not funny, and the UK has been taken over. The technology is just better. Why Counter-Strike pros are loving a new mouse that reduces the time it takes to fire their first shot by up to 30 milliseconds. Dude, that is the amount of min-maxing that I am not even going to go near. That's too much. That's too much. I don't care. 30 milliseconds. Are you fucking kidding me? Jeez. And I'll say it. Playing video games is not a sport. It's not a sport. These jackasses should not be paid anything to play these games. These are dumbass games. Dumbass games. Replace release date replaced again following demo feedback. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is. I need to be told. Pokemon card store that suffered armed robbery now hit by Nintendo requests to drop its name. Oh no! Poke Court is now the trainer court. Whoopsie. Whoopsies. Oh no. You no longer have the backing of Daddy Nintendo. People are arguing over whether Crimson Desert is an RPG, and it's not even out yet. It is an RPG. All right, listen. If you fight things and get experience and customize your character and go on quests for adventures, it's an RPG. If you get to choose how you play the game in terms of your combat styles, it's an RPG. All those things combined make it an RPG. It's an action RPG, but it's not a Western because it's made by Koreans. Crimson Desert is made by Koreans. So it's not a Western RPG. It's an Asian action RPG. And it's probably going to kick ass. I can't wait. We are literally 30 days. We're 30 odd days. I'm sorry, 28 minus, yeah, we're 28 days away. No, wait, no, 20 days. No, 20, 19, 1, 19, it's 10. We're about 18 days, 19 days away. We're 18, 19 days away. There's no experience? There's no experience points? Well, do you get any sort of points to allocate to your skills and abilities? If you get any sort of points to allocate to your skills and abilities, it still counts as experience, in my book. If you get any way to allocate points and customize a skill tree or learn abilities for non-combat stuff, it's an RPG. No points? What? All right, we're gonna have to read this. I'm bringing this up. I'm making an executive decision here. We have to look at this. See, I want myself blind as possible in this. Is Crimson Desert an RPG? Doesn't even matter. What is an RPG anyway? Those are questions sparked by hotly anticipated open world action adventure game as it nears release. And it's fair to say there's a variety of opinion. Let's start with developer Pearl Abyss' official description of its own game. Crimson Desert is an open world action adventure game set in the beautiful yet brutal content of Pywell. Embark on a journey as the Greymane cliff and restore what has been lost, explore uncharted lands. There's 5 different massive regions. 5 different massive regions. They don't call it an RPG, nor is the game, nor they call it a game Souls-like. I don't think it's Souls-like. Open world action adventure game. I thought it was an RPG. Oh, fuck Synth Potato. I hate this guy. This guy's such a piece of shit. That guy is a true piece of shit. That's because doesn't have levels or experience points, which we associate with role-playing games. Rather, new abilities are gained by finding artifacts in the world, and you can buy or craft better gear. This place comes out of firmly action-adventure category and non-RPG category. I'm still going to call it an level extras are not needed for it to be so, they say. By following does not even open world RPGs. Red Dead 2, what about Legend of Zelda? Yeah, Legend of Zelda doesn't have experience points, but Legend of Zelda is an action RPG. Zelda's always been considered an RPG, even from the original in 85, 86. Synth Potato's a piece of shit. So I call this an RPG. It's an RPG. I'm going to say it's an RPG. If it's got skills and abilities, crafting, stuff like that, all kinds of stuff, build it yourself, customization, and an exploration world, it's an RPG. I'm going to call it an RPG. I'm calling it. So Synth Potato, he could suck all the dicks for a lot of reasons. Here's everything Bethesda has fixed in the latest patch for Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on Switch 2. Don't care. Big Bang Theory star says he likes to go on GoFundMe at night and just pay random families' medical bills. That's very generous. That's very generous. I know it does look awesome. I am really excited for Crimson Desert. I'm very excited. And if it does have co-op, oh, baby. If they introduce co-op, hell yes. I'd have to I canceled my PlayStation Plus online, but if it has co-op, I'll have to re-get it again. But I don't think it's immediate. So I got dry throat today, man. Weapons director Zach Kreger given carte blanche to do whatever with Resident Evil, creating a movie not expected to feature any familiar story characters. Well, that's DOA. That's going to be DOA. Ask any RE fan, hardcore base fan, they see that, they're going to be checked out. They will check out immediately. Nobody is safe. The Boy star Carl Urban teases big character deaths right from the start of the season 5, and nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Boys anymore. Let's be honest. According to the Radcliffe story, just days after announcing Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, Konami has delisted the original versions of both games included in the collection. Oh, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I do not think that's right. Then again, buy physical media. Buy physical media. Buy it. If it's available in physical media, buy it. That's why I haven't broken down and just bought certain things, because even though I really want them and they're currently more expensive physical media, I wait to buy the game. Like I want these things in my hands. I want them. Then they're mine. You can't take it away from me. Can't take it away from me. Yeah, well, buy physical media if you can. Chris Hemsworth says he'll play Thor a couple more times, even after Avengers Doomsday. Well, he's going to be in Secret Wars. We know he's going to be in Secret Wars. Monster Hunter Wilds update 1.041 out now. I'm not playing Monster Wilds anymore. I have had my fill. Sam will hate it when he hear me say that, but I am now bored with it. I've moved on. I played it with the boys for as long as I could. I just can't play it anymore. It was never a long-term thing for me. This was big news last night. Netflix announces live MMA event that will see Ronda Rousey fight Gina Carano. I saw the trailer last night. Gina looking fit. Now, here's the thing. Of course, I'm going to go for Gina Carano, but not because of other reasons. I was a fan of Gina Carano way back when I first saw her on American Gladiators. So I never actually watched her in her MMA career. I saw her on American Gladiators after she was done with that stuff. So, and I hate Ronda Rousey. I do not like Ronda Rousey. I didn't like her the first time I saw her in Expendables 3. And I never saw her fight. But then when she transitioned into the WWE, I thought she was terrible in the WWE. She was horrible in it. So I'm all for, hopefully, Gina getting into fit fighting Gina shape with them big old titties and kicking Ronda Rousey's ass. I'm all for it. All for it. And so as an OG Gina fan, I'm all for this. I was on that Gina train long before everybody else got on it for when she appeared in for what happened with her in Disney Star Wars. I was a Gina fan long before that. So I can honestly say I hope she kicks her ass, and I'm a fan of her kicking Ronda Rousey's ass. Anyway, World of Warcraft now has a Zillow pillow for player housing, and we're moving on from that. Fuck that retarded shit. Stephen Colbert cries some more. And it's already proven he's a crying, whining little bitch. Tara treats at Animal Kingdom swaps out hot dogs for ice cream. What is it? Tara treats at Animal Kingdom swaps out hot dogs for ice cream. But I want a hot dog. All right. Would you guys rather have a hot dog or an ice cream treat? I would rather have a hot dog. I would rather a hot dog. I'd rather a hot dog. Well, here's the thing about the whole physical media, digital media stuff. It was supposed to cut prices and cut costs and cut everything down, but it never has. It never has. The prices never moved. You want the ice cream? See, I prefer savory over sweet. I'm a savory over sweet guy. Stop. Go back to your feet. Did Stephen Colbert lie about CBS pulling political interview? Network denies his host claim. Blah, blah, blah. We already know he's a liar. Disney World guest plays in water in restricted area of Epcot. Question, were they high and drunk? That's the question. Well, it's a combination, but I still say physical media. I prefer the physical media. I still say physical media. I'm never going to say. I mean, nowadays it's a combination because the entire game isn't always on here, and there's always sometimes extra stuff they have to install. But I still like it that way, especially because once I've got it installed with the game, I have it. So, your large chat. Which one? This one? I don't know. I will always support physical media. We could talk about this. It's hard for you to make your point just in text. We could talk about this later if you want. A lot on a different stream. Before that, did I miss something? I don't think it came through. I don't think the stuff before that is on Crimson Desert, Jed. I don't think it went through. Whatever you said. If you want to talk about this on Sunday, we can talk about this on Sunday. If you want, we can talk about this on Sunday. I'm okay with that. Because you're not getting, because you're having to type it, you're not getting a full ability to voice what you're saying exactly. So I'm all for a discussion on this on Sunday if you want. All right, this is bullshit here. All right, we're done here. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. So let's see. We got anything else? No, we don't. We're only here. It's only been 40 minutes. So, all right. Ooh. On stream graphic, require an internet connection constantly. Gross. Yeah, let's talk about that this weekend. I don't like that. I mean, that was the mistake that Xbox made. Constantly having to be online to do shit. That was a mistake Xbox made. And they shouldn't do that. I don't like that. I do not like that. I mean, yeah, with wireless, you can always, if you don't have a hard line, and frankly, right now, am I plugged in hard line on this? No, I'm not. My hard line is plugged in on something else right now. I only have 2 hard line outlets in here. So, actually, no, it's on the floor. There it is. I unplugged it. I think I unplugged it from either the Mini or the PS5, and I never plugged it back in. So I'll have to fix that. Yeah, let's talk about that Sunday. We need topics for Sunday anyway. Let's talk about this on Sunday. I'm all for that. Anyway, so let's see. What do we got? I got nothing else to talk about, so I will promote what's going to happen the rest of the week now, as well as tonight. So first, rest of the week. Tomorrow is Star Trek Day. And I've seen the preview. It's fall break, and shenanigans are going to happen as everybody tries to get back to normal. And Gay Klingon is going to Bitch Fish Boy's home planet, and he needs him. It's going to happen. Gayness. Oh, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun ripping it apart tomorrow. So tomorrow is Starfleet Academy episode 7 review. It should be a doozy of retardation. And on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Where No Man Wants to Go reviews, where myself, Jed, Dermy, and Brad will rip it apart in fun fashion. Friday, Ballbusters. I don't know who a guest is right now, but it is Dermy Karaoke. The theme is Taylor Swift. Dermy Karaoke is Taylor Swift. That's right. Make Dermy be a Swiftie. It'll be fun. Anyway, then, of course, this weekend's pre-recorded Saturday Night Drive-In will be Mrs. Doubtfire. So check that out when Jed and I upload it later Saturday night. Sunday Roundtable. You can see we're putting the show together right now. And tonight, we're doing a gaming stream tonight. I have decided today, I pulled the trigger. We will be playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. We're going to be playing the essentially what-if game of Voyager trying to get home. So essentially, I get to fuck up the Delta Quadrant in my own special way. I'm going to fuck up the Delta Quadrant even more than Janeway did. That's right. I'm ready. We're going to play that tonight. I don't know what time. I don't want to say a time yet because I want to be able to calmly make and eat dinner before I get to it. You know, make sure I'm all eaten, cleaned, empty, all that kind of good stuff so that we can have a nice, comfortable, this game's probably going to take a long time. Probably going to take a while as we carefully wind our way through the Delta Quadrant and create all new history for Voyager trying to get back home. So I saw a clip. It's you do literally start at DS9. That I think that's what kind of hooked me. Seeing Voyager docked at DS9, I think that's what did it today. I think that's what did it. I'm not going to get lost. Now, will I I know there is the mission. Tuvix will happen at one point. And we're probably have the choice. Do we keep Tuvix or not? Do we keep Tuvix or not? It's going to happen. It'll happen. We'll figure that out. Because I got the deluxe edition, which unlocks B'Elanna and Tuvok as playable as crew members for slotting into stuff. So I will have the thought of, okay, do I give up Tuvok at weapons? Always keep Tuvix. Well, considering how Tim Russ has become a complete asshole, Tuvix perhaps we judge you too harshly. And we always hate Neelix. I don't like. Fuck Neelix too. Fuck Neelix. Tuvok is a good character, but fuck Neelix. Anyway, so we will be playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown or into the whatever it is. We'll be playing that tonight, and we'll be probably playing that up until Crimson Desert, depending. We'll probably play this a couple times a week up until then. We got about 20 days. No, it's 30 days. It's roughly 28, 30 days. My math is right. I can do math. I struggle, but I can. And that's kind of it. And yeah, and I figure it's a good idea considering I'm doing a lot of Star Trek content lately. Why don't we play a Star Trek game, a new Star Trek game, based on real Star Trek. So we'll get into that. I think it's a good idea tonight. So we'll have some fun tonight and for the next couple of weeks as we basically wait to get to Crimson Desert. Anyway, so it should be fun. So that tonight. So other than that, that's all I seem to have. You guys seem to be not wanting to extend the show any longer. So we're gonna wrap it up then. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna go about getting all my house chores and stuff done so that we can have a good time tonight. Have a good time tonight. Anyway, all right. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Your support is always appreciated. I will see you guys later tonight on the gaming stream and on later streams throughout the week. So until then, guys, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day.